Hey guys, welcome to the Covenant Keeper for Life podcast. This is Brent.
And this is Lucy.
And we're so happy to have you back with us today. You love saying that, don't you, babe?
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny. It's because like when I first brought up this podcast thing, you were like, whoa, I don't know about this whole Well,
no, that's not true.
Because I want to do the video and the whole production.
You want to
I want to have lights and camera and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, hey, there again, it's one of our differences that we have.
So this weekend, what's happening this weekend, babe?
What is happening this weekend, babe? Oh, wait. I have to know this because I'm your husband.
Yeah.
It is our wedding anniversary weekend.
Yes.
This weekend, we will be celebrating 13 years of marriage.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun,
yes, and I love it. We have
dun,
this
dun,
little sign thing that somebody gave us when we got married.
Yes.
That has like our names on it, and they live happily ever after with the wedding date on it.
I love that too.
And I'm going to tell you, I have to say that we've had a pretty good run.
We've had a happily ever after so far. It's been pretty good.
It's been really good. Even some of the conflicting times that we've had throughout marriage, still good.
And they've been few and far in between.
They have been very few and far in between.
You know, yes. I just really think that God he's honored. I can't even say that. God's honored our marriage.
He's honored our marriage because we've honored him.
There you go. I couldn't have said it better myself, babe.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen the blessings of what it means to be obedient with Christ. Like, not that we don't have troubles, not that everything is perfect, but even in the times when troubles come.
Hey, when you have 5 kids, you're going to have troubles. You're going to have troubles,
and
guys.
Consider it pure joy, right?
We've had some stuff.
Yeah, there's been some things.
Because we've been married 13 years. We're celebrating, but we've been together 14 years. And 5 kids.
Yes.
4 girls, 1 boy. Yes.
Yes. A lot of different hairstyles, a lot of different clothes, and, different houses, different dogs.
Yeah. Oh,
we've had a lot of transitions, babe.
Dogs. Oh.
We've had elementary school, middle school, high school, college, graduate, starting jobs. We're grandparents now. Yeah. These last 14 years, babe, we've done a lot.
I know. It feels like we should be 70.
Whoa. No, I don't feel 70.
No, I'm not saying I feel 70. I'm just saying with how many things we've encountered in these short 14 years, it almost feels like we should be celebrating like, our 40th anniversary.
You know what I think it is, babe? Like since God has really slowed us down, and this happened before the pandemic.
Yes.
Like when we went to the pandemic, we went down to like a negative first gear. Like even before that, but a few years ago, we started
a negative what?
Negative first gear. Well, it's a shifting thing, like with cars.
Okay, sure.
Because like you're in drive, you're in 1 gear, and you can take it down to 3rd gear, 2nd gear, first.
Sure.
Okay, never mind. But bringing it down to that low gear where you're really kind of going, just kind of cruising, man.
Kind of coasting.
Kind of coasting.
Okay.
So God's been doing this. We've seen it, like I said, before the pandemic, and I think we've just really found the art of being in the moment.
You have to. Because we don't know if we get tomorrow.
We don't. And we had that scare, last year?
Was it last year?
It was last year.
Yeah, last year in July where you fell on your face in the bathroom.
Well, since you put it that way, yes.
Because people know we've talked about it on the podcast before.
This may be the first time some people have listened to us. We don't have to go into the whole story, but long story short, guys, I had a health scare last year out of the blue. I'm 47 years old. And in essence, I had a thing happen with my heart, where I was in the hospital for a week and they had to do a stent and the whole 9 yards, and kind of scared me. Well, scared us and our entire family because there was no signs, there was no symptoms. And I was faced with a situation like, wow, we really don't control much around here. Like we are really at God's beck and call. And at any moment, like it became real. Like you need to make sure that
at any moment you can be called back home.
Like God may call me back home any moment. I can't stop him. Like no matter what I try to do to manage on my side, he's ultimately in control.
Yes.
So that again helped drive home that idea of you better make sure you're doing what you need to be doing today. Like right now, making the right choices, doing the right thing. Because I had that scare like, man, what would it be, my wife, if I'm not there to take care of my family? What would it be if I'm not there to raise my daughters, my son?
Well, I'm going to tell you that week was a little crazy for me.
Was
without
it?
You. Yes.
Mine was rough. Yes. I was quarantined in a hospital room for a week.
So yeah, it wasn't fun not to have you here like we've always had you. And I guess for me, it was that thought of we can't take any day for granted because we don't know if we get tomorrow.
Yeah.
So living our best life every single day is the goal. No matter what the situation, whether we have a lot of money or a little bit.
Right.
Like, we're just going to live out our best life today. God in the center. God lead us through the day. Speak through us. Let us be a light to others as much as we can, because we just don't know if we'll be here tomorrow.
True story.
So that's kind of like what that whole thing taught me. But I mean, we've kind of tried to do it throughout the 14 years we've been together. I mean, yeesh, to think back to where we met, and our oldest, like 11.
At the time
Was 11. Then it was a 7-year-old, then a 4-year-old, then a 2-year-old. And then like 4 girls. They were the 4 girls. And it was like, whoa, we have 4 girls.
Yes.
In different seasons of life that we're raising together, along with the other side of the family, because we're a blended family.
Yeah.
And then we decided to have another child. Then lo and behold, God blessed us with a boy.
Yes. True story.
Is the life of the party all the time.
Well, you know, as I was thinking this morning, as we woke up and I was laying in bed, and I shared with, then that, like, wow, babe, I am so grateful to have you as my wife. Like, I can't believe we've been together for 14 years and I love you more today than I did the day I've asked you to be my wife.
Yeah, I feel the same.
And I know people may think, well, okay, hold on a second. Like, because you're told all as you're growing up, like, man, marriage, woof.
Well, it depends who you talk to.
Well, it's going to be rough. Like, after about 7 years, you're going to hit that 7-year itch, and you're going down, and before you know, you guys are just like, you're at the table at the restaurant. You guys don't even talk anymore, and like, I don't want that.
That's terrible.
Well, but we've been very intentional to stay connected in our relationship.
Oh yeah.
Over these 14 years, and I tell you what, babe, I really have to give all of the credit to God.
Yeah.
I know. I thought you were going to say you, didn't I?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, of course. I was thinking
you're a
God
big part of it. You're a big part of it.
I was thinking God, boy.
You are an awesome, wonderful wife. I wouldn't trade you for the world.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be awesome and wonderful if I didn't keep God ahead of everything all the time.
But God, I'm telling you, man, when, in the Bible, when God, God says it's a blessing, right? Blessed are, like keeping his word close to your heart and actually putting it into your relationship really does change everything.
It does.
And I can honestly say it because I was married before, and God was not involved in my marriage.
Well, you didn't have him.
I didn't have him involved in my marriage.
I'm sure he was trying to show you something.
But he wasn't Lord of my life. I wasn't submitting my will to his will. I was doing all Brent. So that marriage was like 13 years. And unfortunately, it ended in divorce, which had a lot of consequences, which go back to listen to other podcasts, and we talk all about that. But us now, 14 years together, 13 years married, and loving you more now than I did then, it's like a 180 degrees. Like, it didn't even seem possible at one time in my life.
Well,
and the difference is, babe, my relationship for me, it's been my relationship with God.
For both of us. I mean, we can speak for both of us. That's been the difference in this marriage.
Right.
Because it all starts and stops with God. That's the only way to do this and be successful at it.
It is. And guys, like, for people that listen to our podcast, we are biblical faith-based counselors. Sorry, I got tongue-tied. So we talk with couples all the time. People come and they're looking for God's truths on how to have God repair their relationships and the situations that they're in, right?
Well, secretly, some people come thinking, if you just fix my spouse, we'd be good.
Well, who hasn't thought that?
Well, I'm just saying. Just saying because not everybody comes in very cheery.
Well, no. I mean, most times people come to counseling. Unfortunately, it's a lot of times it's the last straw.
Yeah.
This is our last hope. We've tried everything else. Let's try this God thing. And that's okay, because God doesn't care just as long as you come to him.
That's right.
But looking back on our relationship and why I feel our relationship has been blessed as it is. And guys, again, I'm not trying to paint this picture like we don't have disagreements, that we don't have arguments, because we do. We're two different individuals living in a household together.
Right.
You're going to have disagreements. You're going to see things different.
Right.
One's a man, one's a woman. We communicate differently. We have different expectations. Like, there's so much.
Right.
But we have harmony in our house. We have unity in our house. So, babe, what I would like to do, I didn't go over this with you, so hopefully we can, kind of dance through this. I want to share with the people what we do specifically in our marriage on a daily basis. Kind of pull back the curtains and say, okay, guys, this is what we do.
Well, we've shared some of this, but I guess we can reflect on it. Yes.
Just to give people an idea, like, this is real life. Okay. So like this morning, and today's Friday when we're recording this, like this is our anniversary weekend, like I said.
Well, but the Friday's our date day. That's what we coined, our date day.
Let's talk about that real quick, because that has been a staple in our relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we always tell people, well, you don't have to do it our way, and you don't. But this is what's worked for us.
Right.
We, how long ago? A couple years back? 3 years? I don't know how long has it been now that we've coined Friday date day.
Well, it's been longer than that.
Well, yeah, because you were still working at the church at that time.
Because when I worked at the church, we were off on Friday, so
that's why.
Yeah, so that kind of became like a staple. Like, oh, Friday, it'd be awesome. Remember when we used to plan, like, if God allows us to work together, like Friday is going to be just a day off to just connect with each other and have like a date day.
And guys, that may seem very far off, because listen, at the time we started making these ideas, it was like another planet in the universe.
Yeah.
We like the idea of it, but we don't know if we could really see it from where we were standing.
Well, we were trusting God for it. We kind of just gave our desires up to God. Like, this is what we would love, but we want to do your will.
Whatever. Yeah. If it would work out, great. And it was kind of like a dream. Let's just call it what it was.
Yeah.
It didn't seem really attainable at that moment in what we were doing, because you were working and I was working a different job.
Right.
So long story short, you had Fridays off at that time. My schedule had came up and I done some shifting at work. And guess what? I got Friday off, and we said, okay, well, this is going to be our date day. Kids are in school.
Yep.
Let's make Friday our date day. So every week we would go do something. It didn't have to be nothing that cost money, but we were going to spend the day together and then connecting together.
And listen, guys, sometimes those date days take us to the grocery store to do groceries or to go.
But we make it fun.
Yeah. We go to the gym together.
And we make it fun.
And we go walking together.
And we make it fun.
Yes, we have fun together because we have managed to stay friends.
No. I want to, okay, babe, we got to kick it up.
Okay, kick it up.
We have managed to stay best friends. Like, you are my best friend.
Absolutely.
Man, when something happens in my life, I'm like, man, baby, you got to come see this.
Mm-hmm.
I see something, I read something, I experience something. Yeah. I just want to share it with you. You truly are my best friend.
No, I feel the same way. I think with the help of God, we've been able to just create that environment for our marriage.
Yeah. So Friday date day, that's something that we instilled because we've carved it out and made our relationship a priority, specifically on that day. Says, hey, we're going to have date day. And guys, yes, there's some things, emergencies or things will happen. We'll have to shift it.
Of course.
But for the most part, Friday's been our date day. So typically, like we got up today, we cook breakfast together.
Yes.
So when we say we do things together, guys, we do things together. Like, we get up and we have breakfast together. And that's typically, at that point, we're getting the kids around.
Before we get up, usually I have my individual time with God.
Oh, yes.
And you have your individual time with God. And then we get up.
Yeah.
And then it's like, make sure the kids are up and we're cooking breakfast together. Then.
Yeah. We got a nice little dance in the kitchen where you've got your things you do. I got my things to do. Then we bring it to the table. We sit down. We have breakfast. We get the kids to school.
Yep.
Then we'll come back. And then we have our couples devotion time.
Yeah.
Where, again, we got a spot in the house that we sit at, and we pull out our couples devotional.
Sometimes it's outside, but it's a little hot.
Well, we're in Florida. So, guys, if you're not in Florida, like right now, I don't know what the weather has been.
Well, this morning it was 57 degrees.
Yeah, but that's not normal.
And now it's hot.
Let's see. I'm going to pull up the weather right now. As we speak.
81.
81 today. We're going to look at a high 82.
Yeah, but it feels hotter than that.
Yeah, tomorrow's 88. So we've got a little bit of a cool thing happening here. So, yeah, typically we got a place that we come together and we have our couples devotion time.
Yeah.
And we got a couple for us over the years. We've kind of adopted
couple different devotions.
Couple different devotions, and we kind of go between, like right now we're doing 3 different devotions.
Mm-hmm. But we have our spiritual time together.
Yeah. Yep.
That's where we're growing together spiritually as a couple. And I believe that is something that has really connected us throughout the years. Mm-hmm. That spiritual time, I mean, some of these devotionals will take us into the Bible to read a little bit more on that scripture. Mm-hmm. And then we share what we're thinking about it. And it's just awesome. It is such an awesome God time for us. And I don't like to compromise that time.
Well, no, because I don't know, babe. I'm just going to throw this out there. When we have our couple devotion time, it makes the day better.
It does.
It seems like we're more in sync. Mm-hmm. And when the days when something happens and we get it gets pushed to the side because life happens, guys.
Right.
It seems almost like now it's became such a part of our lives, like something's kind of missing in that moment.
Yeah, it feels like something's
It's like
missing.
A misstep. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a misstep for the day. Right. And most times we'll come back at the end of the day and go, man, we didn't have our time today.
Yeah.
That's what it was. We didn't have our time together.
So we tried to be super intentional about not letting that get run over by something else because it's super important. And, you know, our kids are seeing this as well. Like they see the fruit of it when they get home, how we're connected.
Right. So we've gotten up to just past breakfast, babe. This is going to be a heck of a podcast.
Oh, my gosh.
Because we got to cover the rest of the day in the second part. So, guys, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with you, and we will finish out the rest of our day. Are you looking to strengthen your marriage? Are there reoccurring conflicts that continue to frustrate both you and your spouse? And could you benefit from faith-based solutions for today's relationship issues? At Tampa Family Resources, that's exactly what we offer. Check out our website today, tampafamilyresources.com. Hey guys, it's Brent from Covenant Keeper for Life, and if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So let me explain. First of all, it's free. It gives you all the creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And the cool thing about it is that Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast all in one place. So go now, download the free Anchor app, or go to anchor.fm, that's ANCHOR.FM, to get started today. Hey guys, thanks for staying with us through the break. Right up till then, we talked to you about kind of what's going on in our lives and how God has not only changed our lives, but what we've done personally that's helped our relationship thrive.
Yeah, we're reflecting because it is our anniversary weekend. So just kind of reflecting back on our 14 years and what has gotten us to where we are today.
Yeah. So before the break, guys, we were wrapping up about our daily devotion that we do. Mm-hmm. Well, we do it daily, but on Fridays we do it as well.
Right.
And then we kind of go into more of let's kind of grow together as a couple and grow together as parents.
Right.
Because we have we do a lot of reading. We have another books that we bring into the session. Sorry, guys. We bring into our time together to help us grow as a couple.
Right.
And it could be something that's based strictly on marriage. It could be something that's based strictly on our kids, or something else that God has moved us
to learn more about.
To learn more about not only each other, but the world around us. And again, guys, these are things that help us stay vibrant in our relationship. It keeps us connected, not only spiritually, but also intellectually.
Right.
We have stuff to talk about. We are never short.
How many couples do you hear out there what do you talk about? Like some people, it's recommended, and you'll find this minimum of 15 minutes a day to connect in conversation about your day, whatever. Just that's the minimum, 15 minutes. And some people have actually told us, like, we got to do that every day. It's like, are you kidding me? I'm hoping you're doing way more than 15 minutes. That's just the minimum to keep you connected on the daily.
I like to get the whole year in one day.
Yeah. So, I mean, we do that, but we do it having fun together. I know some people are like, oh, you guys read a bunch of books and that's boring. It's not really boring for us. And maybe it's because, what we do kind of ties into who we are and how we do life.
It's a lifestyle.
So even what we do for work doesn't feel like work because it's just the way we do life.
Yeah.
Which just, it flows. It flows for us.
Yep.
So, okay. So we do the devotion time and then
brush our teeth. together.
Yeah, brushing our teeth. That's kind of essential. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if it's a Friday like today, it's kind of just like game on, whatever we want to do. So we went for a walk right around the block. It's a nice breeze until it started to get a little hot, and we had to get back.
I was hungry.
Well, you're hungry, and your head was real sweaty and shiny.
Shiny.
Yeah. So, but now, today we're kind of making little plans for the weekend to kind of get away and just have some couple time.
Right.
Without the kids. Parents are taking care of the kids for the weekend. So I'm really looking forward to it because we kind of just get to be a couple, which is cool because throughout the week, I mean, we're still a couple, right? Because we connect as a couple, but we have to be parents. We have to do, the work thing. And we're kind of in here with everything picking up so much. We've kind of just been going a lot throughout the week.
Yeah, it has been a lot.
Not compromising or sacrificing us because we still come back together and always have that connection time every day. We're intentional about that.
Right.
But we never stop having fun together.
Yeah. Friendship, key point for sure.
Yeah. Having fun together. Another key point for us is being humble and serving each other. That's something God has definitely taught us throughout the years of being together, that being humble is the key to everything else.
Well, yes, the humbleness and serving each other. Like Jimmy Evans says, Pastor Jimmy Evans, it's like the greatest marriages are two servants in love. So I think we got a pretty great marriage. I'm just being honest. Like when I go to the bathroom and my toothpaste is already on my toothbrush, that shows me you're thinking of me and you love me.
It's kind of nice because you do that for me sometimes too. Well,
because
it's kind of nice.
I don't want you to get too far ahead of me, so I want to outserve you.
I gotcha.
No.
Well, see, here lately I've been doing it before you, so now you gotta catch up.
We'll see. But that's the kind of the stuff, like, guys, it doesn't have to be this huge, it's got to be a bouquet of flowers. I got to do this.
Oh yeah, you gotta
that.
Boy, you better not spend no $200-$300 on flowers.
It's the little stuff on a daily basis that can fuel the flame of the relationship. That's what I've come to know.
Like it's interesting because this weekend I don't want gifts. I just want us to go and experience something.
Quality time.
Like we're not big gift people. It's nice if you want, whenever you show up with something, it's nice.
Yeah.
But it's not what really fuels everything.
It's
like
not.
This, looking forward to just going away this weekend. It's nice because we get to just be
a couple. Just be a couple, having fun together and enjoying and experiencing life together with like going out with your friends.
I mean, guys, like you're going to be married, right? Like you've chosen to be married to this person. Why choose to not have fun the entire time?
Right.
Like live your best life with your spouse today. Whatever that looks like. If you're working, different offices or whatever, text each other something nice to make sure the other person knows you still like them.
You see, and there's that thing again, those little things.
Which we still do, guys. We work together, we live together, but when we're in separate rooms,
I will text my wife.
My husband texts me, yes, still texts me.
I'll send her little emojis or some kind of silly little dancing video with some kind of stupid remark in there just to tell her that I'm thinking about her, even though she's in the other room.
Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool because like you need to have fun, you need to laugh, you need to be silly together.
I want to have passion and romance in our relationship. Like I'm always kind of looking for, and guys, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a romantic. I like to think, babe, help me, back me up. Okay.
Yes, babe.
Like I want to keep the passion fires burning.
Yes.
Like just because you're a Christian doesn't mean you gotta be dead. Like with the passion department, like the passion of Christ. Like in my relationship, like I want some fires burning, man.
Yeah.
I want when I walk into the room, your belly sets on fire because you're so excited.
It does. Baby.
Like you don't know what I'm gonna do next.
It does, baby.
I love that. I'm the kind of guy. And all right, guys, I'm not the youngest guy anymore, but I'll just run in the bedroom and jump on the bed and start bouncing around just to get you to shake up a little bit.
But we have fun together. You have to keep the fun in there. Like that's another key to marriage: having fun, laughing together.
Yeah.
Like. I love that our kids get to see us laugh together. It's not all serious.
But the best, yes. And our kids, they love to see us kiss. Like I think every kid love to see their
I don't
parents.
think they like it.
I'm joking it. They really do love it. They may act like they don't love it.
Right.
But I remember as a kid, I used to love to see my parents show affection to each other. Yeah. It gives you a sense of security. And your kids, they're going to put on crazy faces. But listen to me. they love it.
Yes.
Like with us, we do a lot of dancing in this house because we always have music playing for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love to just grab my wife when she least expects it and swing her around whatever room we're in. And it won't take 3 seconds for my son, he's 9 years old, will come wedge himself in between us and start doing his little, what would you call that dance? A little leprechaun dance he does?
Whatever leprechaun dance he comes up with to try and come alongside us and dance along with us.
Come on, Mommy Poppy, let's do it.
Yeah. So it's.
And our daughter shakes her head as she walks past.
Yep,
like, oh my gosh, please.
Because she's a teenager, so she's like, oh, Lord.
But as far as the relationship goes, it's things like that, like just enjoying each other's company.
Mm-hmm.
Who else wouldn't want that? Do you want to be in a relationship where you feel like you're more of a hindrance than a gift? Like you're having fun and people enjoy you being around?
Yeah.
It's infectious in your house. You know, for a lot of women, they always say, like, man, when my husband walks into the house, the whole mood that he carries can change everything.
Well, yeah, because you're the leader. The husbands are the leader of the household.
So, guys, if you're in your house and it seems kind of ramp it up.
Mm-hmm.
Find out how you can shake things up in there to make things happen to get that response out of your wife that you want her to have. You want a smile on your face? Find out what makes your wife smile. I know what makes my wife smile. And if I can't figure it out, I'm going to ask her. I'm going to ask her, okay, babe, you haven't been smiling in like 5 minutes. Tell me what's up. What do you need, girl? What am I missing?
Yeah, I don't think you fall short in that area at all.
So, like, these are just the few things that we do on the daily, guys. Like, and we try to be transparent on the podcast here because we don't want you to think, oh, they just think they got it all. No. We
don't have it all figured out, but gosh dog it, the last 14 years have been an awesome ride.
It's been a blast. And it's been a blast, and we want to be real with you guys, let you know. Yes, it seems like we may be, I don't even know how to put it, like different than everyone else, but this relationship we're having, every relationship can have it.
Yeah.
What we're doing here is just applying God's truths to our relationship, and we're seeing the blessings in our relationship. Like we have joy in our marriage. Mm-hmm. We've got love in our marriage. We got happiness in our marriage. We got kindness in our marriage. We got serving each other in our marriage.
Peace.
Like all that stuff that God wants to give his children.
Yeah.
It's not because we're more special. It's just that we've seen what God calls us to do and we do it. And the byproduct is these blessings that he keeps pouring out on us.
And then we wake up tomorrow and do it all over again.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day, starting back from one. So guys, this has been just a little flashback on us on the past 14 years, really a day.
Yeah.
We hope it's been helpful. We hope it's been enjoyable. Ask yourself, what can I do right now in my marriage to bring some of those elements back, to kind of stir it up? So when we look back, we can say, wow, what a ride.
Yes.
I don't even want to get off. Send me around one more time. So thank you guys for listening. We love you. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for checking out today's podcast. We really hope it wasn't only entertaining, but also empowering. Be sure to check out our website at ck4life.org. That's ck4life.org. Remember, stand for God, stand for marriage. You're a covenant keeper.